You know, weird thing about January here in Utah is sometimes it can be a sunny day, and yet it still feels so dark and gloomy. Hi, Colorblind Architect here, and yeah, it's actually a sunny day. Doesn't look like it, but there is actually sun up above this muck. I'm actually in the muck. So here in Utah, we have this thing called an inversion, and yeah, it gets kind of nasty. Right now, the air is just filled with just pollution and nastiness because of the way that the weather just works here. During January's, it usually just builds up pollution, gets trapped in the mountains. You can't even see the mountains right now because that's basically just haze and inversion just built up over a couple weeks of having no storms. So as a result, it's just dark and gloomy. And I guess dark and gloomy is an appropriate weather for today. I woke up this morning and was shocked to find out that a friend of mine had very suddenly passed away last night. And I have to say I've been pretty shaken up over it. This friend, he's a neighbor, he's also a structural engineer, and I'll tell you, he's like just, he was the most fit person I knew. I mean, he'd run ultra marathons, just an amazing person, very smart, and he felt sick yesterday, laid down in bed for a little bit. His wife went to check on him a couple hours later and he was dead. And man, I have to admit, it's not easy losing a friend. And I can't even imagine what his wife is going through. I've been fighting back tears all morning, just thinking about the fact that here's a guy who is like a paragon of fitness and virtue, just a really awesome guy. He's about the same age as me too, and just suddenly gone. So after lunch, I decided to come out for a little run with my dog. There he is. And just came out to the lake. It's frozen over. Ducks are out there on the lake. It's just a nice, peaceful and serene place to be right now. I think this is where I need to be right now. Just alone with my thoughts. Because I think we need to process these things. The last couple years has been extremely difficult for all of us across the planet. We have lost millions of people to a pandemic, and many countless thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of people to suicide, brought on by the depression of either losing loved ones or just being so afraid. And that's where we are. We're on this world where we have a 100% chance of mortality. Every single one of us is going to die. And we have to come to terms with that. Because here's the thing, you're not going to be able to escape it. When it's your time, it's your time. My friend, like I said, I thought he had another 50 years on him. I mean, I thought he was going to live late into his 90s, possibly into his hundreds. I mean, just... And how he just suddenly, with almost no warning. I mean, I had just run with him last Saturday. And he was in perfect health, it seemed. So, we don't know when our time's going to come. When it comes, it's just going to come. And so, I think the only thing that I can say to that is don't waste your time. Don't waste your time dithering on stupid, pointless crap. And definitely don't wait for the authorities to let you out of your COVID lockdown. You've got to live. We've all got to live. Because death's going to happen regardless of whether we lock down, regardless of whether we try to live as healthy as we can. Death's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying to live licentiously. I'm not saying to live in a manner that's going to cause you all kinds of health problems or psychological problems. No, still, you need to live virtuously. You still need to live healthy. But you do need to live. You need to be free. That fear is going to be there regardless. But don't let the fear get in the way of you living your life to its fullest. So, living your life to its fullest. What can I say? You need to hug your loved ones. Hold them close. Spend time with them. Enjoy being with your family. Enjoy doing the things that you enjoy. I happen to go skiing and hiking a lot. And it's not that I've just got tons of extra time. I'm busy as all get out. I'm incredibly busy doing my work. As an architect, I always have a backlog of work to do. And that work's going to be there regardless. But your family, your recreation time, those you have to take advantage of. You have to do. You have to take the time to be with them, to do those things that bring you joy and happiness. Yes, you have to be responsible. But don't let that feeling of responsibility leave you with nothing left to live for. There's too many architects out there that end up in divorce. Too many of them end up alone because they're not living. They're not spending time with their families. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of architects who actually do very well with their family, about, work-life balance. But there's also far too many who have no work-life balance, and it's just all work. And it's just sad. There's a lot more to life than architecture. There's a lot more to life than your work. And if you can't find that balance because of your current employer or because of your own personal self not giving yourself permission, you need to figure out how to make some adjustments. The best part of today was hugging my wife as we mourned the loss of our friend. And it's sad. It's so sad to lose a friend. So don't lose the ones that you love who are still living. Keep them close. I know this was a bit sappy, but I just needed to get it out. I hope your day has been a better day than mine today. I'll be back soon with some more videos on ArchiCAD and also testing out the new M1 Max processor. It's coming tomorrow. But in the meantime, stay safe, love your families, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.